Okay, I really need to get this done. I was really looking forward to doing this video, but I'm really running out of time, and I need to do it now because I promised I'd do this right after I uploaded the first comic. But I haven't had time for that. So, you all know I'm Greg, Wolf of Silver Shadows on DeviantArt, and this is my question thing for because everyone around me is insane. Okay, my first question was from Katie and Daryl both. They asked, where'd the idea come from? This is going to be a really long answer, and this is usually what causes me to run the video over. This was first inspired by a comic called Crazy Kitty Cage by Cuja's Little Mage on DrSnaps.com. And I'd known her from a Zelda message board called the Vinculum on Kasuda.net. And she gave me some art critique and other stuff way back when I started out. So I saw the comic and I figured I should really look at it, or I wanted to look at it because I had nothing else to do, and once I saw the idea, I'm like, this is amazing. So it came to the point where I was like, oh, hey, everyone I know is insane, so let's throw them in an asylum and see what happens. So I was already doing another chibi comic called In Real Life. So Sammy came up with the idea for, well, the idea for the name, and that stuck, and everything was good. And Silent Reaper's comic at the moment, and Stupid Fox, the way she draws eyes with just a circle and not filling in any pupils or any other small details in the eyes, that's where I got my chibi style. Then Inumate Fluffy on DeviantArt, I know her as Abby because I actually went to school with her. Didn't have any classes together, but my friend Briar kind of abruptly had us talking because he pointed out that I knew about her DeviantArt, which kind of freaked her out because she's a vor artist. But I saw that she favorited a comic by Kitsors called Get Along. And Get Along was an inflation comic that Kitsors did. I read it through. You know, the fact that it was an inflation comic didn't really bother me. Or even, I just really didn't care that it was an inflation comic. I just read it for whatever reason. She did a really good job on it, and in one of her YouTube videos, she said, well, she was going on about making a storyline and how making a comic's fun, but if you do have a storyboard and have your ideas out and ready, or else you're going to have a lot of trouble. That's the point where I said, fuck it. I need to redo this with putting a lot more effort and actually doing my normal art style into it. So after that, just kept redoing it, and now I'm on the third attempt. And now that this is actually following the original Chibi comic line, hopefully things will work better. Because I was really straying from the way the story started everywhere else. Second question was, does everyone involved like it? Yeah, Kendall definitely likes the series. She actually said she wants to keep up with it more often. Me and Sammy talk about it sometimes. She likes the idea. Excuse me, hiccup and burp. Kayla is always telling me she's looking forward to new pages coming out. Then Daryl apparently likes it because he's giving me a shit ton of fan art. And of course Katie. She's pretty indifferent. I don't know. I can't even tell what she thinks about it. Except for the few times she's nagged me about working on it. Third question is, how much of the story is planned? And somewhere over here, I have a bunch of papers that are paper clipped together. And that's 7 pages of the comic that I have planned. But even when I'm just listening to music and stuff, I have tons of ideas. In fact, I even was thinking about how the comic would end the other day because I was watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and an idea for how the comic would end, inspired by a bunch of different things, not just Brotherhood. So if you watch Brotherhood, it's not going to give away the ending of the comic in any way. But I have stuff planned out all the way through, and I'm constantly getting ideas from my friends. They have their input, so there's a lot of involvement besides just me. Fourth question is, are there any character love interests, and will there ever be? These are all real life people, so it depends on what happens in real life. And just depending on when I draw the comic, I don't know if I'll include some of them or not. I know I wanted to put Daryl's girlfriend Nicole in there because, I mean, she seems like she'd make an interesting cameo. Because what little I've actually talked to her, or when she had little comments, and when Daryl was just talking, I think it'd be interesting to see how they collide in there, especially with the disorder he's going to have. Fifth question was another one Daryl submitted, and it was, can I have a character? This is funny because he actually did get a character out of this because I wanted to put another male character in, and after he asked that, I'm like, fuck it, do you want to be in there? Then that's about the same time we thought about what the eighth question comes to. I'll do that when the time comes. But for everyone else, it's a matter of if I want you to be in the comic, I'll come to you and I'll be like, because it's pretty much just based off of if I get the idea of how you could just be an interesting part of the story, and it's mostly just based off of how insane some people act. So if you get a character, I would be the one to come to you, not the other way around. Number 6, how many disorders are involved? Daryl's last question. There's a lot of disorders. I can't go and tell you an exact number, but there's 2 people with multiple personality disorder. There's a bunch of ADD, people hearing voices, talking to inanimate objects like they're actually people. So there's a lot going on there. And even the cameos, they'll have just based off of their own little things, so I can't give you a specific number. Number 7 is, do the characters relate to real life? This was Katie's question. Yes. I mean, that's the whole idea of this, is just taking our little personality, the little interesting parts of our random personalities, and blowing them out of proportion. Some more than others. Some don't even need help in that department. And the last question is, will the comic become an anime? And Katie asked me this a long while ago. She asked me that this past summer, I think. Yeah, she asked me this past summer. I'm trying to even remember when the comic started. I think it started in 2008, but she asked me this. I think it was it was this past summer, right after my freshman year. Holy shit, I'm gonna be a junior this next school year. But will the comic become an anime? Yeah. Yes. Daryl and I are actually working on that right now. And it'll probably be on Fan Anime Tube or be put cross-posted over here on YouTube. So look out for that. I don't know how far we're actually going to get with that. So those are all my questions. And if you have any more, post them below or put them on DeviantArt, because I really hope this sparks a little more interest in the series. Because right now it's kind of dead compared to what it originally was, and I'd really like to change that. Because there's a lot, this is going to get a lot more interesting. It's just a matter of getting past the beginning. That's always the least interesting part. At least until we get up into some of people's favorite jokes that are going to be coming up. Thank you for watching. I will probably do